Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it isn't so. It's paradoxical that the idea of living a long life appeals to everyone, but the idea of getting old doesn't appeal to anyone. If you believe what you like in the gospel and reject what you don't like, it is not the gospel you believe, but yourself. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Oh, darling, don't be bitter. It's the first instinct of the weak. Take responsibility of your own happiness. Never put it in other people's hands. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Cut not the wings of your dreams, for they are the heartbeat and the freedom of your soul. What we like to think of ourselves and what we really or rarely have much in common. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. Before I can live with other folks, I've got to live with myself. The one thing that doesn't abide by majority rule is a person's conscience. Keep your best wishes close to your heart and watch what happens. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. Some things aren't meant to be known, only believed. Truth is something believed in heart. Fact is anything happened in realities. The scientific spirit is of more value than its products, and irrationally held truths may be more harmful than reasoned errors. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. Instead of complaining about the problem and blaming others, start finding the solution. One does no question miracles or complain that they are no constructed perfectly to one's liking. The easy confidence with which I know another man's religion is folly teaches me to suspect that my own is also. Great heroes need great sorrows and burdens, or half their greatness goes unnoticed. It is all part of the fairy tale. Doing the right things is a calling from your highest self. Do it as you are. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here. Inspiration is sometimes as simple as a shared smile. Keep going. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people in the end. People don't realize how a man's whole life can be changed by one book. I can learn to live with guilt. I don't care about being good. A book is someone's story. Treat it carefully. Look at it closely. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. How you spend your time is more important than how you spend your money. Money mistakes can be corrected, but time is gone forever. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. Scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Realize the strength, move on. It is strange how often a heart must be broken before the years can make it wise. Photographs are the reflection of untold stories, unseen beauties, unexpressed emotions, and the unheard songs of life. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of an unlived life. You don't have to live forever. You just have to live. Art is the lie that enables us to realize the truth. Things die, but they don't always stay dead. Believe me, I know. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. There is another alphabet, whispering from every leaf, singing from every river, shimmering from every sky. We don't get to choose what is true. We only get to choose what we do about it. If at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence that you tried. It's failure that gives you the proper perspective on success. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. There is nothing in this world so hard to get at as truth, and there is nothing in this world but truth that I care for. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. Everything is funnier in retrospect, funnier and prettier and cooler. You can laugh at anything from far enough away. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like? More powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. If you hear how wonderful you are often enough, you begin to believe it, no matter how you try to resist it. If we thought more for ourselves, we would have very many more bad books and very many more good ones. The biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. Looking at beauty in the world is the first step of purifying the mind. Faith in Quranic revelation unveils all the possibilities that lie before the human intellect. Once you make it to your point of making it, you'll appreciate the struggle. You lose nothing when fighting for a cause. In my mind, the losers are those who don't have a cause they care about. Closed in a room, my imagination becomes the universe, and the rest of the world is missing out. There's nothing wrong with stretching the truth. We stretch taffy, and that just makes it more delicious. I'd rather learn from one bird how to sing than teach 10,000 stars how not to dance. Of everything you could be and everything you do, the greatest thing of all, Henri, is simply to be you. We're here to be family to one another, to exist for the sake of others, even as others exist for our sake. If I'm offended by the truth can't change, but I must change or be living a lie. Peter Ojo. If a bullet should enter my brain, let that bullet destroy every closet door. All I am is literature, and I am not able or willing to be anything else. The most believable lies are the ones that are at least a little bit true. And whatever my life had been up to that day, it was another life after that. And that is the gospel truth. The heart has its reasons which reason knows nothing of. We know the truth not only by the reason, but by the heart. It is not hard to walk without looking, it is hard to walk without seeing. It takes drive and focus to move from potential to reality. You become mature when you become the authority of your own life. It shattered something inside me that hadn't been broken before. Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to start this day because then I'll just be expected to finish it. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. If stars needed the sky's permission to shine, the universe would be a very dark place. I made up my mind not to care so much about the destination and simply enjoy the journey. Don't carry your mistakes around with you. Place them on the floor and use them as stepping stones to where you want to go. Never let hard lessons harden your heart. The hard lessons of life are meant to make you better, not bitter. This work was strictly voluntary, but any animal who absented himself from it would have his rations reduced by half. Death comes to us all. We can only choose how to face it when it comes. Above all, never think you're not good enough. Never think that. In life, people will take you at your own reckoning. Once friends as batch mates, but now different batches divide us. Discussion is impossible with someone who claims not to seek the truth, but already to possess it. You can't do anything about the length of your life, but you can do something about its width and depth. My feelings are too loud for words and too shy for the world. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. It is not that I'm so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Success is not how high you have climbed, but how you make a positive difference to the world. There's no way you can kill someone and get to the other side of the experience unchanged. A painter should begin every canvas with a wash of black, because all things in nature are dark except where exposed by the light. Life isn't about what you get, it's about what you do with what you get. If you've got the truth, you can demonstrate it. Talking doesn't prove it. To me, there is nothing complicated about ordinary equality. The price we have paid for expecting to be so much more than our ancestors is a perpetual anxiety that we are far from being all we might be. I have two enemies in all the world, two twins, inseparably fused, the hunger of the hungry and the fullness of the full. Every day when I go to bed, it's my year end, and when I wake up, it's my new year. There is no dark side of the moon, really. As a matter of fact, it's all dark. You only have to do a very few things right in your life, so long as you don't do too many things wrong.